I think as a nation, we have always seen this sort of a debt that we have when it comes to innovation. Overall, India, if I speak, including Odisha, of course, we have become one of the most, a group of people who are consumers of technology rather than creators of technology or even innovative ideas when it comes to it. In fact, one of my creations, as when I was being introduced, they spoke about the AI avatar that I created back in 2024, which was the world's first Hindi language, AI singer. One of the core ideas that came to my mind at that point was that the Americans are already doing it. Germany rate already ho thila, so I've already seen that sort of thing happening. So why we should take a back step on things like this? Because what exactly happens is it creates a dependency of ours on different nations and all that sort of stuff. And even though we have the minds, we generally stay behind. I think in overall, if you just look at it, it's more of a cultural shift that we need, and people need to start believing on their abilities. This is where I see the entire issue go, something that people generally fail to understand, because AI or generative AI, as we see on this day, chat gpt, claude, all the large language models we're using, or the diffusion ones which are being used by the Chinese models, as we know, all of that really goes down to one of this concept, which was a white paper published a couple of years ago, which was the transformers model. And you would be shocked to know, or maybe some of you already know this, the lead author of that paper is an Indian person. He worked at Google while he wrote this, and based on that, the transformer model was created. And in chat GPT, if you look at GPT, T means transformer. So the entire model has been based on his work. So if you think about it, we have the potential and we have been lacking. Mainly because of, I believe, once again I'd like to state this, the cultural lacking that we have. Both from the innovative side, which is, cultural activities like making movies or songs, or even utilizing all these new age technologies to build something that can project us maybe as a hard power or even as a soft power across the world. I mean, just think about it. Japan as a nation doesn't really do much on this day, but the anime that they have created is something that the world recognizes them for. Similarly, there is Hollywood from the US, there is something or the other from many countries that we know of. One of the recent examples would be K-pop from Korea that I know of. But India doesn't get that sort of, issues. And I believe technology is the biggest, factor which can create this sort of an equilibrium when it comes to various minds that we have over here. And people should focus on the innovative aspects and how they can use technology to build things instead of just consuming. So my message, mainly, I won't stretch this too much, but my message would go like, instead of spending time scrolling on social media, try to think of creating that can go on that platform, and people will probably scroll and watch your content. That should be my message. That should go to everybody that is out there.